Hey everybody, it's Andrew and welcome back to Tyranny. Right, unless you left off, we're actually going to talk to the adjudicator this time. Oh, my sinuses are even worse. Fuck. God damn. Okay. I figure I just walk up, but alright.
This civil war, this feud, is an insult to Kairos' peace. It should not have taken the better part of a year to silence the last vestiges of the Oathbreakers.
Well, I do agree, so sure.
Our allies squabble while our enemies regroup. It falls upon the court to measure the extent of the damage and to execute the agents of disorder. I suspect that treachery, negligence, disunity, and greed have infected one or both of our esteemed allies. Until you are instructed otherwise, this matter is the court's primary focus.
Okay, good.
Graven Ash and the voices of Nerat must be examined in close detail. You are charged with observing the Archons and presenting your case that one of them has wrought chaos and disorder upon the tiers.
I'm gonna remain silent this time.
As always, you will be held accountable for what you do in the court's name. But you are free to conduct your investigation in the manner of your choosing. You must expect lies, misdirection, and manipulation. Suffer not such obstructions of justice. They say the voices of Nerat holds you in higher regard than most. Use this alliance to enter his confidence. It seems unlikely the Archon of Secrets is more honest with friends than with rivals. But to his friends, he has been known to divulge much.
Even if that much is bullshit, yeah.
The disfavored will likely be less cooperative with your investigation. They will
Yeah.
no doubt assume Graven Ash's honor is beyond reproach, which is all the more reason to scrutinize the Archon of War closely. And if the ironclad forces discourage your inquiry, I charge you to make them talk. Speak their language of battle if you must.
I shall speak with the Archon of Secrets first.
Your fellow Fatebinders have been busy acting as my eyes and ears. I have a few leads for you to follow. You should, of course, speak with your brothers and sisters of the court if you need further counsel. Though the disfavored were triumphant in the Blade Grave, I understand that their troubles within the region are unfinished. Talk to the disfavored commanders serving in the Blade Grave. Perhaps they can shine some light on the origins of this feud.
Okay.
There is a final matter to discuss. A sensitive topic.
Though it's impossible to gauge from his expression, Tunan seems more wary than usual. What concerns the court, Your Honor?
In spite of the many shortcomings at Vendrian's Well, you managed to make a name for yourself. You proclaimed an Edict of Kairos, resolved its demanding conditions, and ascended the mountain spire.
Okay.
Any one of these feats would be worthy of recognition by the highest authority. You managed to accomplish 3.
How is my, well, okay, I know I suck in general, but it's just really a matter of concern for the court. I was only doing my job, Your Honor. I am in a privileged position to accomplish incredible deeds. Just in the day in life of a Fatebinder. No, okay, I suppose I'll go with the second one, because it's a little more honest and not overly humble as to make me sound like a bitch.
It pleases me that you grasp your role, as long as you temper it with a sense of duty.
Will do.
Whether by design or by accident, you have captured the attention of Kairos' army and the local tiersmen alike. This is no small opportunity, and the court charges you with exploiting your new standing to its fullest potential.
And exploit I shall.
You have a title in our hierarchy. However, it's a little-known secret that one's standing in the world is determined by their infamy, their deeds, and how they come to be known. Mind this notion as you bring justice to this lawless frontier. There may come a time when your deeds speak for you louder than any title.
That's supposed to be a reference to how the end game is going to work or something?
Whatever you did to capture the attention of the masses at Vendrian's Well, I would encourage you to do so again.
Okay. First off, not number 3. Understood I will be known as a champion of justice. Understood I look forward to chaining chaos in my will. That one sounds nice.
So long as order and Kairos' law follow in your wake, you may dispatch chaos however you see fit.
I thought that meant along the lines of I will, secure it, allow it to not be free, but whatever, fine.
You are dismissed.
Jesus!
Should the court have need of your presence, you will receive word. Go forth and do my bidding, and bring glory and honor to the tears in Kairos' name. Tunon
rapped his gavel against the floor, more like he assaulted it enough to make me almost have a heart attack. Against the floor, the singular note resounding throughout the hall. And then he's just gone. Into smoke. Okay. Knowledge 1, control that one, control grave that one. Oh, cool. Oh, he's... okay. Does that mean you have new... any of you have new information, new dialogue options, maybe? No. God, this is getting irritating. Maybe on your turn within the street of discussion. Nope. I'm gonna assume that it goes for all of them then, actually. But I will check just in case. What about you? It looks like you need something. She tips her head to one side, a glimmer of curiosity in her dark discerning eyes. Nope. I'm assuming the same with you, but just be on the safe side. We speak again, so let us speak genuinely and at length with one another. Now, what matter would you have us discuss? He rubs his fingers on the edge of his jaw, regarding with interest. No, okay, I'm fine. In that case, I guess we'll leave. Oh, wait a minute. You all want to talk, don't you? Oh, boy.
At least in theory, I'm supposed to be observing history and not getting myself wrapped into it. All the same, this is the thrill of a lifetime. Rarely does one stand so close to monumental moments in the making.
I can appreciate that, yeah.
For the moment, the Scarlet Chorus could be considered an ally. Let us hope the Archon of Secrets continues to find you entertaining enough to remain friends. The disfavored, on the other hand, will be a certain threat. The Civil War has removed Ash's pretense to play well with others.
Unfortunate. I do like your choice of words there to find you entertaining. That is pretty much how they seem to think of allies. Well, really, even maybe their own, especially when they're not concerned. Ugh.
So, I must ask, are you planning on taking sides in the Civil War? Or do you have other plans?
Okay, I'll just call it. No. For as long as it's put the words, can't speak. For so long as it suits my purposes, I will work with the Scarlet Chorus. That sounds the best one so far. I'm on the record that here's now my hands are time out. No. I'm a servant of the Archon of Justice, that much has not changed. 2.
While Graven Ash knows more about war, I contend the Voices of Narad knows more about victory. The Scarlet Chorus has grown with each passing year.
In many ways, the end of the conquest is largely an abstraction. Eventually, the tears will be those who have joined the chorus, and the corpses of those who refused. Best to be on the living side of that future.
Your fatalism does you credit, Scholar. Doesn't it feel good to be on the winning side for a change?
Whatever you do next, consider that many eyes will be upon you. For you have both delivered and taken away the Overlord's edicts, and few will know how to make sense of the latter. You are an exception the Archons cannot afford to ignore. They will likely aim to control or destroy you.
Yeah. There's a great big target on my back. It's awesome. Noted. Okay. Ebb nods at your approach and offers a curt bow.
What is it you need?
We should discuss medicine. It was glowing.
I have a great deal of ambivalence regarding the Scarlet Chorus. Narad is worse than Kairos, yet many in the chorus were my countrymen. Most of them fighting because they will suffer worse indignities if they do not.
True.
So I must ask, what is your goal behind working with the voices of Nerat?
He's the mind of the Archons. That's the closest to the truth, with that being that they're strong, therefore they're an asset that can be used. Especially now that there seems to be an enemy has pointed out the voices of Nerat as having potentially betrayed Kairos. So, well, be it for his own purposes or otherwise. Definitely not 2 and 3 is pointless, so 1.
And that appeals to you? Well, you know this little club of miscreants better than I. If raw, unmitigated power gets you off,
not what it
perhaps
is.
You and the Archon of Secrets were meant for each other.
It's not what it is. Fine. Fuck you.
So, the Scarlet Chorus and Disfavored are at each other's throats. Can't say I didn't see that coming, but the Archons might have waited until one war was over before they started another.
Right. The war doesn't interest me. Actually, it does very much. I've been ordered to try and resolve it. Sort of. Mostly to root out who's the wrongdoing in, either of the armies. Do you think I made the right decision? Do you please console me? I don't know why I'm just...
Fighting with the Scarlet Chorus? Oh, never doubt yourself for backing the winning team. The Chorus has the best chance of succeeding in the tiers. For all their skill, the Disfavored are too stubborn by far. Who can say? War is all about compromising your morals, deciding who lives and dies. What seems like a mistake turns into your greatest call down the road.
Oh, well, we'll see, because right now, siding with the Chorus feels like a very big mistake, so we'll see how that turns out.
I'll say this much. Our time together is anything but dull. My blades are yours for as long as you'll have me.
Right. Okay. I suppose we're off then. Oh. Okay. Welcome back, kid. Amusing as it would be to have, as it would have been to watch Edict drop, I guess I'm glad you lived. Bled Mark, the Archon of Shadows, rouses from a faraway stare, turning to face you with a wry smile. Though he stands still, he seems to sift in and out of the shadows that shroud him. Ran the Bled Mark and lost favor. Side of the Scarlet Chorus, huh? You like secrets and trickery. Damn it! Whatever. The Archon gives you a long stare, punctuated at the end of the short sneer. I don't need morals to win a war. Time was of the essence, but Ash is slow to act. I said with the Archon that could ensure my survival. My survival? What's it to you, Archon of the elderly? That could ensure my survival. I mean... True enough, but you don't say that. Fine. It's not surprising that he'd be cautious. Ash's Legion has warred without reinforcements for years. Unlike the Voices, when his soldiers die, his army dwindles. True, yes, that is one of the main reasons I chose the Voices. I imagine you'll have to meet with the Voices for, well, whatever it is he has in mind. Minds, also an applicable phrasing. But first, you and I need to have a little chat. Okay? Everyone's keeping an eye on you because you did something nobody else has done before. Gotta guess what that might be? On the first statement to engage in a war against allied soldiers, first statement to proclaim 2 edicts, I think that is it. First resolve an edict before its consequences came to pass, doubt it. First statement to awaken and aspire the old walls. Maybe? First person to take an evasive stance against your rhetorical questions. Let me guess, in the first fate binder, Kairos decided to promote to some position of authority. Okay, it's either proclaim 2 edicts or awaken a spire of the old walls. I'm gonna go with the fourth one, because while people have made a big deal about the proclamation 2 edicts, the spires are ancient, so let's go with first to awaken a spire of the old walls. You're not wrong. That was definitely a shock, but I doubt it's the sole reason you've made the tiers tremble. Proclaiming an edict isn't new. Neither is surviving or resolving the commandments of an edict. But you're the first who proclaim and resolve the very same edict, and it didn't kill you. Oh, okay then. In one fell swoop, you survived your second edict, resolved the very first one you had proclaimed, and woke an arcane structure that had slept for several centuries. And now I go on your short list of people who stand as potential problems. So, why time this? Did I do something wrong? Calm down, kid. This isn't a list of charges. He thumbs the blade of a dagger and grins. Prosecution isn't part of my job description. Isn't part of my job description. Executing a judgment, well, that's another matter. I don't care what you do with the information, but you should know the danger you're in now that you've put yourself on the map. When you're dealing with voices, don't forget that he'll be doing everything he can to figure out what makes you different, and how he can use it for his own gain. Alright, thanks. The Archon of Shadows shrugs to you in farewell, but his golden eyes are alight with interest as he watches you. Alright then. Okay. Interesting. Right, okay. So we have... these are grayed out. Yeah, okay. Bastard City, which is where I currently reside. This is the only... Do I really have to go to Cacophony? Or can I go to the Sunset Spire? Although I don't know if that would be... Man, I'm not sure if, like, that's too high a level, if this is too high a level or something, I don't know. Mountain Spire, Haven, Blade Grave. Currently inaccessible, yeah. Fine, let's go get coffee and talk to voices. The howling masses of Nerant's horde reside here amongst the dry, rocky plateaus clustered in the stone sea's outer rim. Though not resembling a traditional fortress, the Archon's chosen base of operations is exceedingly difficult to assault. Yeah. Ooh. Interesting. Flies. Okay. That makes sense. Wonderful.
Will do.
What's with the rumbling? Welcome to Cacophony, Fatebinder. Nerant said to be expecting you. What can you tell about this place? It's the main stronghold of Scarlet Chorus in the Tiers. All Chorus groups have some of their people here. Horde, Scarlet Furies, Blood Chanters, Bloodhound, even the Beastmen. Everybody's got their own section of camp. Better that way, it keeps the brawling to a minimum. We got a merchant here if you need to buy anything. There's also the quartermaster, but Nerant's got to give him the say-so before you're allowed to get your hands on Chorus goods. Good to know. Where can I find the voices in Nerant? I'll do my shopping after that. Northeast corner of the camp, near the only real buildings left. If he's not on his throne, he's wandering not too far from it. Okay, northeast. Right. Thank you. Oh. Which I guess is this building up here. So we've got to go up the bridges to get there. Oh, this place is, yeah. Hello. Bronze throwing dagger. Neat. I'm gonna be looking for more stuff to take. Wait, I can just sleep? No, I'm fine. But good to know. Oh, I'll do the exploring later. Right. I'm just so curious. I want to... What? Stop it! Give me a heart attack every damn time. Oh. Here you are. I thought I was going to have to go inside a building, but, so Fatebinder, help me. Who are you? Help! Feybinder, help over here! You can't let them torture me. Please do something. Convict me if you can't set me free. What crimes you committed that would warrant my involvement? She perks up at your response, sauntering closer to the bars of her cage. Well, let's see. There was a time I killed Nox, even knowing they were rare. It was an accident, but I still rode her right off that bluff. She strokes her bars, she thinks, reaching for something stronger. I once spit on my mother. She was furious when she found me dabbling with earth magics. I frigged my cousin. Frigged? Really? That's the word you get? That's a little gross, but that's not... Frigged my cousin when we were 15. Set a mountainside on fire. Jesus. Oh, and Kairos is my middle name. Is that a crime? For your crimes, I sentence you to time already served in that cage. I'll see to it that you're released immediately. You're in luck. For the capital crime of usurping the Overlord's name, I can sentence you to a swift beheading on the morrow. Due to your lengthy list of ridiculous crimes and under the jurisdiction of the court, I hereby sentence you to death. A slow and torturous one for wasting my time. None of these crimes warrant punishment more severe than you will suffer at the hands of your interrogators. Unfortunately, I have no legal cause to set you free. Nice try, I don't appreciate being used. The course keeps you. I need to think it over. I mean, on the one hand, I kind of feel bad. I mean, I feel really bad for just leaving you here to get interrogated by the... I don't know what to do. I'm so indecisive in general. This doesn't seem like something that would have a major impact or anything, but at the same time, with this kind of game, you never know. It may come back to bite me in the ass way later down the road. I mean, in all honesty, yeah, I have no legal cause to free her whatsoever. Although I could just bullshit my way out, bullshit her out of this, I guess. Maybe I could at least try, but. Yeah, I have to go with the fourth one. Curse you, Fatebinder, she rattles the bars of her cage, and the ground around you trembles. Have you no human decency? Curse a lot of you, the Chorus and Kairos too. All of you be damned by the Archons. I hope crows eat your corpse in the battlefield. Maybe I should have let her go, but... Well, that was an impassioned outburst. I suppose she's getting what's coming to her then. Okay. The voices of Neuront regards with an unreadable expression. Sometimes we ponder the great unwieldy thing that is our army. We try to imagine ourselves elsewhere, on some distant shore that'll carry on the world. But then we would miss all the mayhem, the carnage, and the beautiful chorus of screams that follows. Better to take the course and have a little fun, eh, Fatebinder? As if proclaiming and resolving the same edict weren't impressive enough, you found the temerity to reject Graven Ash and support our right to conquer these lands. You deserve a just reward when this is over, but it's too early to congratulate ourselves while there's plenty of war still to fight. Oh, good. And though we were less impressed by your treatment of our gangs and Stalwart, you let them go to sleep on empty bellies. Tut tut, Fatebinder. The voice admonishes you with a raised finger. What do you need to know? We're dizzy with answers. Oh, I'm sure you are. Absolutely bloated with them, I'm sure. What's your plan? I want to ask you your power, you're a remarkable person. Quote unquote. Tell you something else. I imagine I have to call it chorus. What's your plan, honestly? Of course you have questions. We'd be disappointed if you didn't have any. Our first priority is to humiliate that piss bucket Graven Ash, but we'll have a better chance of it once every corner of the tiers is wearing red. Do you see our design, Fatebinder? Does our madness complement our method? We will invite every man, woman, or child who draws breath and occupies this fingernail of a peninsula to join the Scarlet Chorus. A conquest by invitation, how very polite. If you can't outfight them, disfavored, out-recruit them? We can join you as, yeah, that kind of sounds like the second one. Oh, good. Insult our strength at your own peril, good Fatebinder. We could dismantle the disfavored if we wanted to, at any moment, but we must not be distracted by bloodshed. We must focus on unification. Conquest is a delicate matter. It needs feeding, watering, soft caresses, a lullaby before bed. We will invite the leaders of the resistance to join us. If we have their leaders, the people will follow. You will bring them to us, yes? Chiefs and the assets of chiefdom? As for how you factor into these plans, that is in part up to you. We have many ingots in the fire. It's more of a question of what piques your interest. The Blade Grave is a beautiful pocket of disorder. An edict shreds the land to ribbons, and soldiers by the hundreds are led into the furnace of war. Angry sons of old stalwart, dubbing themselves unbroken, clash spears to the disfavored. We can use the edict and the conflict to our benefit. They keep the disfavored occupied, and the tears within our grasp. While these idiot juggernauts bash each other into ruin, we can extract what we need. The daughter of Graven Ash has been a prisoner to these stalwart wretches. Secure her for us, and fetch her to Cacophony straight away. Inviting Ash's progeny into the fold is an advantage we cannot ignore. Seek out also Jagged Remedy and Trappist Junction. He has cornered a beleaguered unit of Unbroken. Help him to recruit their leader, Matthias, into the fold, that he might help us reach the Jewel of the Realm, the great keep of Sentinel Stand. Tunon's arcane smiths set up shop in Lethean's Crossing. With simple ore dredged from the heart of Terratus, they can assemble wondrous crafts of iron. Our intellect swells, overfull of secrets, yet we are ignorant of the iron secret. Seek out the Forge Bound and their master, who even now makes for Lethean's Crossing. Have us into Cacophony. I will guarantee her protection and safeguard her knowledge. An artist such as herself needs to be shielded from the perils of war. According to the whispers of our spies, a grave by the name of Eldian may be able to tell you more. We are nothing if not receptive to the wisdom of ages. Report back to us when you are finished. Our intelligence may be of use to you. Okay, what can you tell me about the Blade Grave? I'm asking you, but I'm pretty sure I know exactly what the Blade Grave is. I think I'm the cause of it, actually. Before our conquest, it was the region of Stalwart, warlike and fiercely independent in character. The regent bloodline ruled by their torrid and often inbred lines of succession. Of course, the Edict of Storms has thrown all that into disorder. Talking about Graven Ash's daughter. Yeah, I'm more curious about that actually now. As severe and uncompromising as her idiot father, we would liken her to a tower shield with a voice like a ram's horn warped out of tune. We met the girl but once, and we nearly came to blows. If war and the passage of years have softened her temper, then we should get along magnificently when you present her at Cacophony. And I don't think really anyone rules the area. I think it's just divided between the two warring armies. So yeah. And what about Lethean's Crossing? The Forge Bound are the true gem of the Crossing. They are the keepers of the secret of iron, so a tight-lipped bunch by nature. Okay. Weaponsmiths by trade, though we wonder why Kairos doesn't assign them more amusing work. We have little doubt that they could forge an impressive punishment rack. One couldn't help but feel the potential is hamstrung with the needs of a war. First and foremost, they are artists dedicated to the craft. They deal not in cheap fabrications of iron, but unique objects of lethal masterwork. And who's the master? Much like ourselves, Zidania is an artist first. Taciturn, stubborn, infuriatingly talented, she cares not for what master commissions her work, only that she has the freedom to create. We understand that she carries a piece of great importance at Lethean's Crossing. From all accounts, it's a craft of queenly value. Anything important I should know about Lethean's Crossing? Must you bore with your incessant ponderings? Go speak with our lackey, Seven Toes. She can weather the relentless assault of your curiosity. Oh, okay then, fine. A Trial of Archons. Yeah, that's you. I want to sit on the throne, though. Oh. What the hell's this? Cheese! Sure. How long is the episode here, actually? Next time we'll, I guess, speak to Seven Toes, see if there's anything interesting she has to say. But in the meantime, I'm gonna run and do some shopping between the episodes. That way, that way you don't have to be bored by it, and I won't have to be waste my time editing it out of the video. So yeah. In any case, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.